Hi you guys, welcome to another market prep vlog. It's market prep season, so I am going to be writing down some things I need to make. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I created this little sheet so I can stay organized with what I need to make and how many I made of that item. Usually I don't do this. This is just me trying to be fancy. I usually just write it in my notebook right here. I don't know why I did this, but I just created this on Canva. Like I said, it's not necessary, but I just thought, I'll just try something different. I kind of have an idea of what I want to make. So for sure, I would probably say my bestseller are cats. People love their cats. So I'm just going to write cats. You know what? I want to make mini cats actually. So I'm going to write mini cats. And I do have product and price right here, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna price them because I need to time how long they take me, and then from there I can determine a price. I would say next, surprisingly, another bestseller for me were squids. So I definitely want to make more squids. Oh, you know what also sold really good for me were bees. I need to make pigs. I've never made pigs for my market before, so we'll see how those go. I bought this new pattern. It's not new, but it's from Jade, I believe, and it's a pig pattern that she has, and I thought it looked so cute, so I definitely want to try that and offer. That'll be like something new that I offer in my shop. So definitely some pigs. I believe they're no-sew. I want to make some more Tofu the turtle. Oh my gosh, this pen is terrible, you guys. This marker. Let me show you. Look at how much it like bleeds when I write it. I'm gonna go get another one actually. So Tofu the turtles. I definitely want to make more cows. Then if I have, I also want to make frogs because those are also another bestseller for me at my markets. I think I told you guys in my very first video, I was telling you guys that frogs sell very well for me online, and I was hoping that that would translate well in-person sales. In fact, it does. Definitely need to make more frogs. I want to make some owls. I know that's a little random, but I don't know if it's because I went to the Harry Potter event that they sold well, but they did. So I do want to make more owls, just, I don't know, just to have them. Now I'm trying to think of a last thing that I can make. Let's put mystery boxes. Those are gonna be random, but let's just try to fill up this whole sheet. I'm thinking every week I'm gonna focus on 2 animals. So for this week, I'll start with mini cats and squids. We'll see how many of those I can make in 1 week. Then we'll move on to the next 2, the next 2, and the next 2, and we'll keep going like that. So every week, you guys, I should be updating you guys with what I made, how many I made, and then we can kind of check them off. Like, I still have a lot of inventory from my markets before. So I will make a video showing you guys everything that I have left over from my markets. I really don't need to prep that much because the thing is, you guys, I had been crocheting for like a year until I started doing markets. So you could imagine all the inventory I had, and then I was making a lot of video for you guys, like reviewing patterns. So all of it was just kind of like piling up. So yeah, that's why I have so much stock. I don't need to be going so hard in market prep, but I think the more I make, the better, because as the months progress, I don't have to be making so many things, because I'm gonna try to sign up for all the markets that I can and just really put myself out there and really test myself this year. Just because last year was my first year doing markets, but I started doing markets in October, so it wasn't a full year. But this year, starting fresh, 2025, I'm really gonna push myself and see, you know, what I can do, what markets I love, and what markets are not the best for me. So that's pretty much it for what I'm going to make so far. I printed out so many of these sheets. I don't even know if I'm going to use them, but we'll try. So yeah, you guys, I'll check in with you guys at the end of the week so you guys can see what I made and how many I made. I'm going to be using a lot of variegated yarn. I have so much Burnett yarn. I love Burnett yarn, so I'm excited to start digging into that, creating some cute plushies. So I'll see you guys at the end of the week. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I've been making over the course of a week. I made so many things and I'm so proud of the progress I made. I almost was able to fill up this bag. Okay, so first let's start with the cats because I have my squids all at the bottom. It almost kind of reminds me of like a tabby cat. It's an all like orange cat. Then I have this one. This one reminds me of like a creamsicle or those those ice creams with the cream in the middle of the ice cream because it has the little white accent as on its face. Then I have this one which I call Ocean. So all of these were made with Bernat yarn except for one of them. Then I have this cute black, white, and gray colorway. Then I have just a classic black cat. Now this one I made with some yarn from Hobby Lobby. This yarn, I thought I was really gonna like it because it does feel very soft to the touch. And I think it's a new line of yarn that they introduced because I had never seen this yarn prior. So it's kind of this brown yarn. So it's this brown yarn and I found it. It's called Teddy and it's in the Baby Bee Snugs and Kisses line, and like I said, this feels so smooth and I really thought I was gonna love it, but I did not like working with it at all. When I was using it, it was shedding, like the yarn isn't quite on the white string nicely. It's sort of like the yarn it's not nicely on the thread and it breaks very easily. When I was closing the magic ring, it just snapped, so I don't like it. And I would not buy it again. I'm gonna keep it just because I already used it. Personally, I would not recommend this yarn or this. I'm not sure how I don't know if this color is just defective. I don't know if I would risk buying the other colorways that they have. And it feels great. I love it and I really thought I was gonna like it. It reminded me of Bernat, but like the Bernat that's soft. So that's why I decided to get it and I was very excited because I love this brown color and it's so difficult to find browns, like a good color brown. Yeah, I'm just not happy with it and I wasn't impressed with it. So like I said, I don't know if it's like just an issue or if that's just how the yarn is, but personally I would not recommend it. So yeah, after I made this one cat, I didn't use it anymore and then I just started working with all Bernat. So then I made one in this pink one and this is going to be kind of like a Valentine's Day kitty that I'm offering. I think this is called Raspberry Kisses if I'm not mistaken. I have this gray one with the little white accent on the face. Then I made another one of this kind of black, gray, and white variegated yarn, but they look very different. Since the yarn is like variegated, they are going to come out slightly different. Then I made one of this. It's also like a gray, tan, white colorway with from Bernat. Then I made this one. I believe this yarn is called Little Sandcastles. Then I have I believe this one's, it's not new, but it's kind of new. This is like their frosted collection. I don't remember the name, but I really love this yarn and I want to buy more. I don't know, it's just fun. This one's kind of like, it has red, mustard, maybe a smidge of brown, but it's a really nice colorway and I really enjoyed working with it. Then for my last cat, I have this one. I love this colorway as well. It's very neutral. So let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cats in total. Then I made some squids. So I did one in this Raspberry Kisses, the same as the little kitty that I kind of have as my Valentine's Day collection. Then I made another squid in this ocean color. And again, all my squids were made with Bernat. And this is the last one I have. It's a little fuzzy on it. This one reminds me of Cotton Candy. I absolutely love this colorway as well. So I did this one in Cotton Candy. It's not called Cotton Candy. I actually don't know what it's called, but it reminds me of Cotton Candy. So I only made 3 squids, and the reason for that is because they did sell out at my last market, but that's because I had them at a lower price. And I timed myself making them, and I didn't realize that they took me more than an hour to make. So for that reason, I am going to increase the price because when I sold them originally, they were cheaper, so I just don't know how they're gonna sell at the price point that I'm wanting to put them. So that's why I only made 3, because I don't want to make so many and then I'm stuck with them, because I am gonna have to increase the price. I didn't know they took me like an hour and 10 minutes to make, so for that reason I do want to up the price on them. Yeah, I made 3 to start with. I'll see how it goes at the market. So yeah, you guys, that's all I made for a week. We're officially done. Well, not officially. I do want to make more cats if I have time, but right now I'm going to focus on other things that I have on my list. Okay, so for mini cats, I believe we said 13, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, so we have 13. So I'm going to cross out or highlight all the way to 13. Okay, now for squids, I have 3. So this week, because it is currently Tuesday, I have started prepping already on Monday. I started fresh the new week. So I'm going to be making bees and pigs. This week, actually, I'm going to be making bees, pigs, and tofu turtles. And then after that, I'll focus on what else we talked about earlier. And I'm still waiting for my mystery boxes to come in so I can show you guys and make those with you and show you guys kind of what I put in my mystery boxes. Yeah, definitely by the 3rd week, we will start making mystery boxes, a few cows and some frogs. Okay, so that's it for that. And now I want to show you guys what I have left over from my last market, because I still do have a lot of inventory, but right now I'm kind of just creating like back stock just so that I don't have to go so hard when market season is in full swing, because I don't want to have that extra load of stress on me. So right now that I have the time, I'm just going to be crocheting. I'm just going to show you guys half of the inventory that I had left over from my previous markets. And then I'll show you guys the other half in another video, just because I have so much that we will be here forever if I just include it in one video. So I'll talk about half of it with you guys and show you guys a little bit of what I have. Maybe this could also give you guys ideas of what to make for your markets. As I'm also showing them to you guys, I'll show you guys what has been selling well for me and what hasn't. Okay, so I believe I still have these. I have 2 of this kind of like bubblegum octo. I don't know if just octos are just kind of like an item that everyone has, but these have not sold well for me. So yeah, definitely something that I will not be remaking. What I want to do is create like a clearance bin, and this guy is probably going to go in there. I've had it for so long, and out with the old, in with the new, right? Yeah, octos, I don't know, that's just something I wouldn't recommend to make. But the thing is that I only made 1 though. I did make, it's in one of my videos, it's like a strawberry octo, and people really like that one. Like, I remember I had sold it, and then this lady came, like, let's say 30 minutes after it sold, and she was like, oh, where's the strawberry octo? And I told her, I'm so sorry, it's sold. And I guess she had came to my booth and was thinking about buying it, wasn't really sure. Maybe she just wanted to walk around and check the other vendors out before she committed, because there were other crochet vendors there. But yeah, she came back and it sold, and I have not remade it since. That one I would make again, just because I seen there was that kind of attraction of wanting it. So that one I would recommend. Maybe like if it's an octo but it has like a spin to it, because these ones just, I don't know, maybe it could be the color too. I still think this color is a cute color, but I don't know, maybe people, you know, maybe the color is kind of like pushing people away a little bit. So I have these avocados. This is a new item I introduced, and I feel like I haven't brought it to enough markets to see like how people, it does get a lot of attention, but maybe the price is kind of like discouraging people. So this is probably an item I need to reduce. But these do take me quite a bit of time to make, so that's kind of like my hesitation on it. But yeah, these do get a lot of attention, but no one has bought one yet. I've made 3. I'll keep you guys updated on that. See, maybe it's just the price, really. Possums, yeah, again, no attention to this one. These haven't sold, and I made 4 of them. And again, I think this is just a popular item that a lot of the crocheters make. I know that markets that I go to, pretty much everyone makes possums. It's just like a staple to have, but again, I think it's too much of everyone's making it. Yeah, until these sell, I don't see myself making them, and if they do take a while to sell, I probably won't remake them, just because there's already someone making them that if people want them, they can buy them from that person. But yeah, I don't know if I would make them anymore just because they don't really seem to be moving. This is a new item that I recently introduced in my market, so I can't really say for sure how well these sell because I don't think it's been given a fair shot. I don't think it's been to enough markets where I can comfortably say like don't make them, or I don't know if I would make them again. I'm still gonna give this one more time. I made 2 Hello Kitties, so I have this one and then I have a little purple one, and they have their corresponding bows. But yeah, this one I have hope for because everyone loves Hello Kitty. It's very popular. So yeah, I think this one just needs more time and more eyes to see it, and I think it will do well. So cats are always my #1 seller. That's why I focus on cats. This pattern is by AQ Crochet. It's one of my favorite cat patterns. I love this pattern, completely no sew. I talk about this in videos. I just love this pattern, and people love it as well. Customers love it as well. Yeah, I cannot recommend it enough. I believe it takes me around like 40 to 50 minutes to make. It is a little bit more of a time commitment. It's not something, I take that back. It depends how fast you crochet. I'm a slow crocheter, so that's probably why it takes me so long. But you know, if you're faster, maybe you can finish this in 35 minutes. So definitely recommend this pattern for you guys to try out at your markets. Okay, so next we have these little cats with their tails up. People love these, and I always hear comments about them, but no one has bought in one. This one I do have at 20. It takes me an hour to make, if not longer. But yeah, everyone talks about these when they come to my booth. They're like, oh, look at the cat with its tail up, but no one has ever bought in one. So I think people like them, but I'm not really sure what, maybe it's the price. But yeah, I do get a lot of comments on these. I will say that these sell better online for me than they do so far in person. We'll see the next year, the new year. Let's see how things go. But I personally really love this pattern. I think it's a very unique pattern, and the way that you make it is very unique. I will continue making these just because I know they will eventually sell. They're so adorable. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Dogs, I guess I don't make a lot of them, but this dog, I did have one. I believe I had an all cream dog, and that one sold, but this pink one hasn't. But I understand it's a very unique color palette, a pink dog. I don't know why I made this. I really like it though. Yeah, this one hasn't had much attention. Maybe if I make a more realistic dog, that will sell. Yeah, like I said, I had an all cream one and that one did sell, so maybe it's just the color choice on this. I do recommend this pattern. This one is also by AQ Crochet. I would definitely remake this, but maybe in a more realistic like dog colors. So here's this other cat that I have. This one reminds me of pumpkin spice. I call it my pumpkin spice cat. I have capybaras. These were selling very good, and then I made a bunch and then they stopped selling. So I think it just needs to hit the right audience or the right people to see it. I have mallard ducks. So I think remaining I have 3 in total, or 2. Mallard duck, I don't know. I like making them, but I don't know if people really like them in my location. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. My memory ran out. So I know I was talking about mallard ducks. These, I'm still unsure if I'm going to make them. As for right now, this is not part of like my market prep priority, so I will not be making any more for right now, but we'll see how things work. Maybe next year they'll be a big hit. We'll see. Next, I have these cute little kitties, and these are also, I have so many cat patterns. I love buying cat patterns just because, I don't know, I like to offer like a variety of styles of cats. So I have these kind of remind me of the little clock cats. Have you guys ever seen them? Yeah, this is also another one of my favorite cat patterns. I remember a lady bought 2 of them. She bought one, then she came back and bought another one. Yeah, so I really love these. These sell well for me. Okay, next I have my Loaf Cats. At one of my markets, I had them displayed where they were in front of my keychain display, and my keychain display is huge, so it was blocking my Loaf Cats. And for about 3 markets, I had that same setup. And I decided to move my keychain display to the other side, and then these finally started selling. So what I think happened was that either people didn't see them, or the keychain display was too much in the way, because it was like right in front of, directly in front of the cats, where you could still see them, but maybe people didn't want to grab them because it was a little bit of a hassle to get to the cats. After I moved that display, I did started selling them. Now I think I started with 11 of these Loaf Cats. I don't know how many I'm down to, but it is far less than what I started with, which is good. I had a lot of people come up to me and tell me, were you at the Hello Kitty event? And I had to tell them no. They're like, oh, because my son bought a cat exactly like this, and like, we just thought it was from you. So what I will say, and from what I've seen as well, I'm sure you guys know this as well, these cats are very popular. Despite that, they still do sell, but I don't know if I'm personally going to be making any more Loaf Cats. Maybe I'll hold off on that for a while. My main focus right now is making those mini Loaf Cats because they take less time and they're just as cute. I'm also going to be charging less for them. I think those are going to sell very well for me. At least I'm praying that they will, because I do know that these are more of a price commitment for people, and these little small ones, people, I feel like they won't think about it. So right now I'm addicted to making mini Loaf Cats. Not so much these anymore. At a point I went overboard with making these. I made so many of them. But yeah, right now this is not really part of my market prep that I'm focusing on. I'm very focused on making those mini ones though. But I will say, despite these being extremely popular, they still do sell in my experience. Okay guys, so we're kind of at the halfway mark, so I think I'm gonna stop with the patterns today, but I will show you guys in the next video what I have left over and then kind of my thoughts and opinions on the pattern. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.